Hi everyone and welcome to a very unusual video. This video is about a Canon 5D Mark I full frame camera vs like a 60D, which in theory, and I mean I've only been doing photography for 3 years, I would have thought that the 5D Mark II would want legging over the edge and the 60D would blow it out of the water. But I can tell you now that my findings are this is so not true. In fact, my findings are I want a 5D Mark I with a low shutter count. So if anybody's got one in the UK mint, please message me and give me a reasonable price and I'll buy it now. What has actually brought this up is one of my subscribers called Jamie Windsor. He's seen my new lenses that I've bought, and I've gone prime now, and all my lenses are EF lenses now, so they'll all work on full frame. I never really thought about it that way, but because I've only got crop frame bodies, I mean I do know that they will work full frame. Anyway, Jamie decided to mention why not try a 5D Mark I as a backup body and have a full frame camera and have lenses with different focal lengths on a full frame, and also use your 60D. Well, at first I thought, no chance, I don't want a 2005 camera because there's no way that it can live up to a 60D, which is far superior. Anyway, I'll tell you now, yeah, the 60D is far superior, but only in respect of more features. But in the most importantest thing, which is the image quality and ISO performance, to me, there's, in fact, the 5D I think slightly better. Well, it is better. And yeah, the screen is not as high resolution and stuff like that. I've had a play with a 5D Mark II today, and I was speaking to another guy. But to be fair, what's your little camera screen anyway? All it is a thing that you capture the image with. I never look at it and think, oh, isn't this screen rail sexy? It doesn't bother me. It doesn't help me in any way. Just you capture your image, you look at your Instagram. The screen is just there to help you. It doesn't matter whether it's super high resolution or not to me. What does matter is ISO performance. If they could take away all the smart gadgets that cameras do and give you better ISO performance, then I'd accept that any day. And image quality as well. Don't forget, it's all about the image quality, not about highlight, tonal, priority, flash control, off camera. Don't get me wrong, I mean I do like to do that, but and all these stupid added features, built-in vignetting controls, built-in, it's all just a gadget. Deep down what matters is image quality, and I'm going to prove it right here, right now. And first of all, I'm just going to thank Jamie for these images. This is Jamie's daughter. He actually didn't say a name, so hello to Jamie's daughter. And Jamie's also sent me some images from outside, which I'm going to show you. So let's get on with what I want to show you. So first of all, these images have all been shot with a cheap 35mm 1.4L lens. I'm just playing with a class 35mm 1.4L lens. And by the way, Jamie, that lens is stonking. So let's go into ISO 320. And you'll see the first shot is just ever so slightly soft. I'm quite confident that that'll be down to his daughter maybe turning her head as he clicked the shutter. But you'll see every other image is tack sharp after this. But if you look at the ISO, it's absolutely beautiful at f1.4. So these are all out of the camera, by the way. No editing done. I'll just shift tab just to show you. These on the car ones because I just turned the exposure up 4 stops and made the number plate white, half of it. Because I don't really want to show people's number plates. I don't know if it's Jamie's or somebody else's, so I don't want to show it on YouTube. The next one, ISO 800, 100 of a second. I like the dynamic range. The window seems all in and everything seems good. So let's just zoom in. Absolutely tack sharp, but look at that. I mean, that's like your ISO 200 or something. It's so good. Whoever thought a 2005 camera, and I think that's what Jamie were basically trying to say to me here, John. This camera for a 2005, it's full frame, mate. It's going to give you good results, and I think that's what his point was trying to get across. Let's just go to the shadows here, near the really dark. Look at that, absolutely superb. So we'll now go to 1250, 1.4. Look at that L lens. So we can naturally have a little look at his L lens as well while we're going. Absolute tack sharp. Really, really good. Again, I'll tell you what it is. It's like the noise is finer than the 60D. When I look at the 60D, it seems more pronounced. On the 5D, it seems more, I don't know, it's more finer grain. It looks absolutely beautiful. The grain's actually spot on. I like it. I like the image with the grain. Like ISO 1600, tack sharp. I mean, look at this grain here. It's hardly nothing. I would never do any noise removal on this image. That would just straight get sharpened and printed for the bride. Absolutely spot on. ISO 3200 from a 2005 camera. This has got to be an horrendously crap image. But you know what? It's absolutely spot on. I just cannot believe it. It's absolutely tack sharp. Again, I wouldn't even do me. I've told you, don't live at 100% like this. This image, even at 100%, looks stonking to me. I wouldn't do any noise removal on any one of these images. Not even for a 30x40 print. Although, ideally, I wouldn't want to be printing that size from an ISO 3200 file. But I'll tell you what, I would. This is so beautiful and clean and nice. It's absolutely A++. It's brilliant. Fantastic images. Anyway, I thought I'd just pull out the 60D and snap a couple of pictures. So if we click here, at 1600, you can see straight away it's sharp, but it looks a bit rougher. The grain looks rougher on the 60D. And in fact, I'd say 1600 there's more like, let's go to 30, to look at 3200, let it come in. Look at that. Now let's go back to Jamie's 3200. Right, hang on, where am I going? I'm going to go left, right, oh, here we go. So let's just look, whoops. Here we go. This is probably a good comparison. Because if we look here, we look here, we look at the black and we look here. Can you see the difference in what I'm talking about? Look, a 2005 camera kicking the shit. I mean, and that is, I mean, it is actually kicking its ass. Do you know what I mean? Have I got a 6400 on the left? Let me just, is this a 64? Let me just zoom out. Press the D key. Yeah, so I've got a 6400. So can we try this with Jamie's? Let's try this. Right, let's do the same again. Hang on, this is stupid. This is not a fair comparison, is it? But anyway, because we ain't got a 6400 from Jamie's, that was daft. So we won't do that one. But anyway, look at 6400. But don't get me wrong, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I shoot 6400 with my 60D and print out A4s fine. Anyway, Jamie decided that once I told him I was going to do a review on the 5D ISO to go out and do some images outside. So I will show you that the only thing done to these is the number plate. That's it. Because I didn't know whose car it was and I don't want to put people's number plates online. Now we're going across to an even worse lens than the other one. It's just an 85mm 1.2 L lens. Wow, you see, think about it. I don't know Jamie, he's only a subscriber of mine, but he's using nearly 2.5-3 grams worth of glass on a 5D and he's absolutely delighted with it. And I can see why. This is right. So let's zoom in. And a good place to start is the shadows and here on the black. So, ISO 3200. Look at that. Absolute clean as a whistle. Now let's start working down the board. I mean, look at 1600's like 800 if not on 60D. But it's also a better noise as well. It's hard to explain. You'd have to... I hope the video shows it, but the noise is like beautiful. It's really spot on. I've never seen out like it. It's just like really fine, nice. It's not crap. It's not ugly noise. I'm just scrolling through these now, guys, because this review's gone on a bit. ISO 160 and ISO 50. So, I'm looking forward to getting ISO 50. It'd be nice, especially when you're doing studio shots and stuff. You might as well shoot at ISO 50, even less grain. So, yeah. I can see why, and I really thank Jamie for sending me these images and actually pointing out why not give it a go, because it would only be a second body. But looking at this, I mean, I'd never need to go to 3200 anyway. Not with 1.8 glass and 1.4 glass. You don't really ever need to go to that 1600 would be max. And it's absolutely spot on without... I won't even do any noise removal on this for 3200. There, look, 3200. I'd print that straight out on a 20x30 and it'd be absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, let's just zoom in. Let's look at the car. This is ISO 3200. I mean, look at it. Wow. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Don't forget as well, I hope this video helps people. I mean, my screen's massive. So I'm viewing this screen. It's something like 20 inches wide or something, 24 inches wide. So it's actually massive on my screen and it still looks nice and sharp. So remember, 100% for Photoshop is for wallies at the end of the day. Shoot to print. And don't be afraid to push your ISO up. And hopefully soon I'm going to get this 5D. And if anybody's got one in mint condition, feel free to contact me and I'll buy it off you. Thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe. And thanks, Jamie, for all these images. You're a star.